Good morning, guys. Check out my new haircut. Isn't it the mother cool? That's the mother good one. So recently, I've actually been getting back into reading pickup artist books. And for like back in college when I didn't really have self-confidence, I remember first reading The Game, right? And how life-changing that was. I think those times where I was at my most confident. And now that I'm a lot older, it's been a while since I've gotten back into the mentality of a PUA and stuff, but I've been telling you guys I'm not really ready to date right now, but I've been wanting to get back in that mindset of like having full confidence, and so buying a lot of these books has really helped me out a lot. This one's like wicked old. It's The Mystery Method. It breaks everything down into very Darwinistic things, but the reason why I bring this up because he's a teacher for Neil Strauss, and recently I was watching a video by Neil Strauss and he's talking about the importance of firing your parents. And I think a lot of these, like when you hear pickup artists and stuff, like people think of sleazy people dressed up in like fucking weird hats and shit. I think a lot of these principles you can actually apply to real life. And that's why I'm so interested in these books, because what is it really? It's taking a fear. So maybe you're a fear of the approach. You have some sort of fear and systematically like conquering it. It's a lot of social psychology and stuff, which I love, and it's a lot of behavior. So I was watching the seminar with Neil Strauss and he was talking about how you need to fire your parents. Now, a lot of time you guys might ask me like, hey Kevin, my parents don't want me to do this or that. Or you'll be like, my parents say that my dream isn't like stable enough. Fuck it, fire your parents. I'm not saying your parents are wrong or bad or anything like that. Like, I'll take my parents for example, right? My dad, he never grew up with a dad, so he always treated me like shit. I think at the time he wasn't really ready to be a father. I could see how that could be really hard for him, right? There were a few things, like with his strict ass Asian parenting, there was a few things. It taught me how to be disciplined, how to never fight against authority. You need to know the groundwork first and you need to know how society works before you can break the rules. And once you hit a certain age, the only person that knows what's best for yourself is yourself. Your mom isn't gonna know what's best for you. Your friends aren't gonna know what's best for you. Only you know what's best for you. They did the best they can, but there comes a certain time where you just have to be like, fuck it, this is my life, and you need to be your own parent and take accountability for yourself. Just because your mom and dad say that something's not possible, it doesn't mean it's impossible, right? You gotta take all that energy away from thinking about my parents don't approve, what can I do to change their mind, to more focused on parenting yourself, developing the skills that you need to succeed, man. You might fail, it's okay, man. Sometimes we all make mistakes, we get rejected, stuff like that, but it's okay. And this is something I'm actually trying to go through right now as well. It's not an overnight thing. For me, I feel like a lot of the old habits I used to have prior to like reading the pickup artist books and stuff like that are sort of coming back and really freeing my mind of like speaking my mind. Because a lot of time, if you ever meet me, I don't want confrontation. It really fucking drains me. But sometimes, especially in the pharmacy and whatnot, you can't let people talk to you in a demeaning way. It's not worth your integrity and all that stuff. I mean, you just feel like shit when you can't voice your own opinion or voice really how you feel. It makes you feel very beta and it makes you feel like inauthentic, right? And so this is something that I've been working on. Maybe some of these books you'll like as well. So far, my favorite one out of these ones, I have a whole bunch of books. Like maybe one day I'll do a showcase of my room once I clean it up of all the books I have, and maybe I can talk more and more about it. This one's really good. It's called No More Mr. Nice Guy. It talks about how we grow up as nice guys and how it's actually a coping tool throughout our life. And don't get me wrong, being a very nice guy has gotten me really far in life. But then there's this phrase that people say, what got you here won't get you there. And I think that's a very powerful concept. Like when you're younger, when you're in school, your whole life is devoted on trying to make people happy. When you're in the pharmacy as a pharmacist, technician, not pharmacy manager, but when you're those levels, your sole duty is just to please the patients, please your manager and stuff like that. Not to say that's not important as you go up, but when you become those top tiers, right, there's no one else left to please and you have to find a sense of direction. You know, you have to be alpha in that sense, right? Maybe I'll share a little more about this in the future, but when I read these books, it's not like I didn't really know these principles, right? But it's refreshing to hear again, and it makes me more conscious about it. It's not like you can't go back to being a nice guy or anything like that, but like anything in life, it's a tool. One thing I'm trying to do is really get better at admitting my mistakes and being more authentic with myself and other people. That's hard for me to say because I've always prided myself on like honesty, and it's not like I lie to people, but what I realize is that by not voicing how I truly feel, you're not being truly authentic and honest, you know? So guys, thank you for watching. Short video today. Peace.
Once you finish, you can pay off your loans in like 2-3 years, no problem. You can save a bunch of money, buy my nice clothes, nice shoes, nice purses. Well, when you get out and you actually do get a job, I mean, yes, you're very excited, but